Well, hello and good day, everyone on YouTube. Okay, let's get right into it. The eclipse is coming up on April 8th, 2024. Niagara Falls is in the path of totality. So here I've got a map up from a site called suncalc.org, and this is going to tell you where the sun is going to be during the eclipse. And this video is to give people an idea of where the best spot is to look at the eclipse, and a warning about the parking situation in Niagara Falls. Well, parking and just people in general. Niagara Falls is currently under a state of emergency due to the eclipse, because they're expecting more people than ever, and the state of emergency is just a precaution in case something happens with all the extra people around. If there's, I don't know, someone gets hurt, they just want more access to emergency services. So that's the reasoning for the state of emergency. It's not as if the eclipse is going to destroy the city or something. Anyway, so here we are, suncalc.org. This shows you right here, the eclipse is going to, totality is going to occur right around 3:19 Eastern Standard Time. And an interesting note about this eclipse is that the sun is actually going to be at its highest point in the sky at 3:18 p.m. So that's just really interesting. It's a really interesting coincidence. The sun is at the highest point right when we get the eclipse. So that's really cool. All right, so anyway, I just wanted to let people know this is the falls right here. This is the Horseshoe Falls, the area that I'm circling there. And so if you're on the Canadian side, it's not as if you're going to be able to get a good shot of the falls and the eclipse at the same time. The sun's going to be off over to the side here in the southwest. I made a point to put this look at this spot because around this area, this is where most people are going to want to be. And it's a concern because there's just probably going to be a whole heck of a lot of people, and there's not actually that much space in this little tourist area where everyone's going to want to be to look at the falls and the eclipse. But anyway, if you do manage to get here, the sun is going to be right around here in the sky, and this building here is Embassy Suites. So what I did is I went on Google Maps. This is the exact same spot. This is right at the spot where the building is that shines the light on the falls. This is the lights that shine on the falls at night. So if you are in this spot, the sun is going to be right about here up in the sky. And this building right here, that's Embassy Suites, so the sun should be right above it. If you have a wide angle camera, you might be able to get a good shot of that, but again, just so everyone knows, like, the sun's not going to be above the falls or something like that. However, if a lot of people are going to be on the American side, I'm sure, and if you are on the American side, somewhere right around the area of Cave of the Winds right here, then the sun will be right over the Horseshoe Falls, and you can get a great shot of the eclipse right over Niagara Falls. Now, I also wanted to let people know, just as a nice little community service here, that there are some alternatives to being downtown at the falls, because that's going to be very crowded. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to have to park really far away and walk through crowds and crowds of people if they want to get anywhere near Niagara Falls. I have a feeling all the parking is going to be taken up. So if we wanted to go somewhere else in the falls, where would we go? Here's a Google map of Niagara Falls. Where in the city is best to look at it? Well, I think I've found it. I think I know the best spot. Here, I have a map of elevation levels in all the Niagara region. So 119 meters, that is referring to an area down there by the Welland Canal. Most of the city is at an elevation under 200 meters, but the one spot that actually is very elevated, and you can get a really good view from up there, right up here, Fireman's Park. I think it goes up to about 220 meters. Yeah, there it is, 220 meters. Now that is the top of a hill. There is an actually it is an old dump site, like a garbage dump site. Here it is. So this is Fireman's Park. It's one of the biggest parks in the Falls, I think. Parking is over here. If you want to get to this spot, yeah, there's a path that you can walk through, and this brown area here, that is the old dump site. You can't really tell it's a dump site anymore. It doesn't really smell, but I wouldn't wear bare feet on it or something like that. Anyway, I took a video of what it's like at the top. This is the top of the Fireman's Park, the hill, and you could see a lot from up there. This is looking southwest, so this is going to be around the area where the eclipse is going to happen, and the shadow is going to come from the southwest. So you should be able to see the shadow spread across the land very fast. And here it's going at like 100 or 1 kilometer per second, something like that. Anyway, sorry, this was taken kind of late in the day, so it's not very bright, but you could see pretty far down there. That's the city of Niagara Falls, the tourist area right here. The big building that's the Hilton, that's the casino, that's Embassy Suites there, the Skylon Tower. This one is on the American side. I think that's Seneca Casino. And then we go looking west, and you can see St. Catharines out that way. This is Brock University right there. And this is looking out towards, oh, that's St. Catharines again. This is looking out towards Lake Ontario, and if it was a clear day, you would be able to see Toronto across the lake there, but there's a little bit of haze on this day. And then we pan around a bit more, and this is all Niagara-on-the-Lake over here, and this hill here, that's the Niagara Escarpment. And you could see well into the American side from up here. So yeah, as far as I know, that's the only place in the city where you can see, oh, there's the water reservoir on the Canadian side. But yeah, this is, as far as I know, the only place in Niagara Falls where you could see the entire area, unless you're up in a high hotel or something. So there you have it. Yeah, I think Fireman's Park is going to be a good place to watch it. Give me a shout out if you appreciate my advice, and hope you get a good view. Thank you.